Alright, for those of you who didn't know, Genshin Impact is actually apparently releasing a permanent TCG, which is a trading card game. So essentially they're adding a new permanent game mode into the game. It's going to be like end game content, like permanent things that you can do. You probably get primos and do a lot of stuff. So today we're going to look over the article here. Apparently it was leaked for 3.1, but then people are now saying that it's going to be further back, 3.2, 3.3, 3.4, 4.18, I don't know. But whenever it comes out, it's going to give us new content. Essentially, yeah, so it's an anticipated update with Sumeru was in 3.0. We all know about that. Everyone knows Sumeru's been out. I'm pretty sure it's all you guys have been doing. There's a lot of quality improvements in the game. People are saying it's not tackled one of the biggest problems with the content drought. I guess when you catch up to all the content you've done the quest, people are often really bored. There's not much to do, so hopefully this new game mode will give something to do. New post on the subreddit leak. You can trust it, but usually the leaks are pretty accurate. There's going to be a permanent game mode. Incredible leaker named Merlin Impact has given additional details about a new TCG mode that should be arriving in the foreseeable future. The leaker has confirmed there will be online matchmaking and weekly commissions tied to it. So every week you get your commissions for it. You probably get primos, you get venture XP, some random stuff. As well as online matchmaking, which in theory means you can queue into people that aren't in your world, which would be pretty dope because it would be kind of annoying if you had to sit there and just have someone in your world to play them. So if you can just queue into whoever you want, just queue it up. Maybe there's like a rank system. I doubt it. Genshin's a little too casual for a rank system. But maybe, there's some rating system aside from leveling. You can just queue into people, get some MMR on a leaderboard. That'd be pretty cool and be honestly kind of awesome. As someone who's played a lot of card games throughout my life, I'd be really interested in seeing a weeb-friendly card game where I can collect waifus and absolutely shit on people with my waifus. I think that'd be kind of dope. The maximum level will be apparently set to 10, at least for now. At the beginning of each game, players need to choose their initial character and beat their opponent's characters in order to win. They'll be given elemental energy at the start of each turn by rolling 8 die. That sounds kind of awful. I'm just rolling die to just decide if I get to play the video game? I'm sure it'll be fine. The majority of the community seems very happy about Hoyoverse's decision to add permanent game modes such as this Spiral Abyss. People are happy with the decision to add game modes as the Spiral Abyss seems to be the only piece of endgame content at the moment. That sounds pretty cool though. Like, the rolling 8 die thing seems kind of sketch, but I guess with 8 you have enough that variance should not matter too much. Hopefully you don't have to own the characters to play. You're probably gonna have to, but hopefully it's separate. Honestly, knowing gacha games, you're gonna have a different banner added where you get to pull for cards or something. But if you don't have to own the characters to play, honestly, it could be really cool. So some of the TCG info, the max level is 10. Online and weekly matchmaking commissions will be available after level 2, so you probably have to play through a tutorial, and then you hit level 2 and then you can play. So you just kind of shit on some bots for a while, and then you go and get shit on by real players. Each level increases the number of decks you can have. Oh my god. If any of you have ever played Hearthstone, the developers spent 3 years telling us that they couldn't increase the amount of decks you could have. They're like, no, we can't do it, it's too hard. And then Genshin's out here being like, nah, you get 10 as soon as you level up. You get all of them. You're chilling. Beginning of the game, choose your initial character. Multiple replies in the comment section claim that once a player finishes all the quests that are limited for the update, there are not allowed activities to be done in the world of Teyvat, especially since the game runs on a resin-based system. Adding more permanent game modes will improve the experience. Honestly, if Genshin adds, if the card game is really good, and then they add, let's say the card game, then they add, I don't know, hentai simulator, and then they add a dating sim, and they add a bunch of stuff into Genshin, just permanent game modes that you can play every week. Obviously not stuff like that, but if they add permanent game modes every week that you can play within Genshin, people are just going to play the game 12, 14 hours a day. The people who are Genshin fans right now spend their day playing Genshin, and then if they don't have anything else to do, they consume Genshin content, whether it be YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, the hub, people they just permanently are consuming Genshin content, and if you add enough permanent game modes, they will live, breathe, sleep, eat Genshin. So honestly, if the card game is good and there are other game modes that will be awesome. Even though the same leaker initially said that the new game mode will arrive for the next update, recent 3.1 beta leaks haven't mentioned anything about it, which means it'll most likely join the live servers on 3.2 or 3.3. So that's what? 3.1 is going to be September, so 3.2 is October, so October, November. It's kind of far, but I don't know. If it releases alongside the Desert, it'll give you Yu-Gi-Oh vibes. Dude, you can just be the Pharaoh, just dueling people. The game's already confirmed 3 new characters in the next update. Sino, Nailu, and... is that Sino? Sino? Nilu, Nailu, and Candace. This means the new permanent game mode should arrive alongside the long-awaited Dendro Archon Nahida in version 3.2. While the game is officially yet to announce her arrival, it's likely to be part of 3.2 to importance in the storyline. Awesome. I mean, yeah, that could be really cool. I think that a Genshin card game could actually... I mean, look, I'm a professional card game player. I spent my life playing professional card games. I would love a Genshin card game. If it's good, I'm gonna play that. I'm gonna play the shit out of it. I'm gonna log in and only play this. So hopefully it's good. Hopefully I'm allowed to collect waifus without spending too much money. Hopefully I can roll up with Yai Miko and absolutely obliterate my opponents while they sit there playing their stupid Elemental Mastery Venti deck, and I roll up with my Yai Miko control deck and just decimate them. That sounds like... honestly, that sounds pretty good. You know, that sounds pretty good. My opponent's playing an aggro... I'm trying to think who would fit. They're playing some aggro deck, and I pull up with the Zhongli control deck, and I'm just like, nah, I got this. You sit there and ruin your opponent's life for half an hour? That sounds pretty good. I hope that in patch 3.2, 3.3, whenever we get it, that a Genshin Impact TCG is as good as I have hopes for it to be. If it is, then I'm going to play way too much of it, though, and I will be spam uploading content on how to play it, because who better to learn from than Hearthstone God? Oh my god, someone followed me on TikTok, chat. Someone followed me on TikTok, and their name was Goru's Personal Toilet. This guy's personal toilet, dude. I was like, damn. You are down horrendous. Oh my god. I was like, you are down so bad. Y'all crazy out there. Oh, someone in the chat, please. If I don't see no 7 in the chat, I will cry tonight while I fap. So please put the 07 in the chat.